Welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at the stock price of Digital World Acquisition Corporation, and the stock today is up 5.57%, trading at $31.28 a share. Yesterday the stock closed at $29.63. Today it opened at $29.52, which was actually lower. And in the course of trading today, the stock went as high as $32.33 before now trading at $31.28 with just about an hour 50 minutes to the closing bell. Today's volume 1.1 million shares have exchanged hands, which is quite handsome compared to an average volume of 1.1 million shares that would typically exchange hands on a given trading day. Market capitalization of Digital World Acquisition Corporation now sits at 1.16 billion US dollars. So, what exactly happened? Well, you can see that the stock started at about $29.52, and just after past noon, that's when it had this huge spike. So I am assuming somebody or a group of people made large purchases of Digital World Acquisition Corporation stock. Uh, who knows? That little spike late in the day, because around noon, that's when things slow down, and the purchase came in right then. So what I am predicting is that somebody knows something that you and we do not, and who knows? Maybe the Securities and Exchange Commission has given its blessing. It's very difficult to tell, but all what we can infer from what we see on the graph is that there was a spike in the action just around noon, which is the low period when those traders take their lunch, and perhaps that flew under the radar, but I think some bots will pick this up, and some people who have been tracking this stock will also pick it up because it jumped from $29 to $31, and at one point was even up to $32 today. So that will not escape the vigilance, will not escape uh, people who are paying attention to what's happening in the Trump world. Now, Digital World Acquisition Corporation is what you would call a blank check company, also known as a Special Purpose Acquisition Corporation or a SPAC. And what a SPAC does is it goes out to the market and looks at companies that are ready to hit prime time, but because of certain conditions, they might not be able to satisfy the Securities and Exchange Commission requirements, and then they buy out these companies, and through the SPAC, the company now gets listed on the stock market. So over the past 2 years, some people say that this process has been abused, and I am one of those who think that to a certain extent that might be true. You had people come up with all these crazy ideas, and they would have this pack, and then once they push out their ideas and people buy into the idea, then they will sell their shares of the SPAC and then jump ship, leaving everybody high and dry. But Digital World Acquisition Corporation, from what I understand, is a solid company, and the guys they had as their target the Trump Media and Technology Group. So you see where this gets complicated, because now you have former President Donald J. Trump involved. And the Trump Media and Technology Group has one key asset. It is known as Truth Social. Truth Social is like a rival to Twitter, and it was built from the ground up by the Trump Media and Technology Group. Former representative from California, Devin Nunes, left Congress to go run this operation, and he's been running a really tight ship. Since they went into operation, I believe in February, they launched on the iOS platform, and then which is iPhones, and then from there they went on to a web platform, and then from the web platform now they have Truth Social also available on Android devices. So this company is slowly growing. The Trump Media and Technology Group is slowly growing through its Truth Social social media app, and it's gaining more clout, especially now that the January 6th committee is, they're still doing their deliberations. They haven't come to conclusions. And you also have the raid that occurred in Mar-a-Lago, which is the residence of the official residence of former President Donald J. Trump. So Trump has been fighting back, and most of his communication is taking place on Truth Social. So because of all the dynamics of the things going on, Truth Social is building its clout. It's also building a user base very fast. I think much faster than it would have had. It would have been able to had there not been these circles going on around former President Donald J. Trump. Now, Digital World Acquisition Corporation, I guess, because they sensed the dynamic of all the things, all the different moving parts around former President Donald J. Trump, they asked their shareholders to extend the time frame that they had given them, which was supposed to expire this coming September, during which they were supposed to have acquired a company and signed the deal and have everything done. They want that period to be extended by an additional year, so that would go until September 2023. I don't know if they've taken the vote yet, but I fully expect that the shareholders will agree to that extension, and so the company would have up to 2023 September to close on any deal that they have pending. Now, if tomorrow there still is a rally concerning the stock price of Digital World Acquisition Corporation, then I would venture out and say that the Security and Exchange Commission might be giving its blessing to the fusion of Trump Media Technology Group and Digital World Acquisition Corporation. But we just have to stay back and observe. But if you're thinking of investing with the Trump Media and Technology Group, enjoy any of its success, I think that now is the time to put your money in the Digital World Acquisition Corporation. But don't do it without, first of all, doing your own due diligence, talking with your financial advisor if things are not clear with you, and make your own decision responsibly. That way, in case things go sour, you take full responsibility for that. I can't suggest any stock to anyone on this channel. I can just make comments about stocks that I see out there in the wild. This was a particularly long one, but I just want to thank you. If you made it this far, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you are so inclined, please consider also smashing that thumbs up. We fixed for ourselves a target of 1,000 subscribers by the midterm elections, which roll around in November, which is not too far. Bye now, and I will catch you guys on the next video.